Apapa faction of Labour Party has reconciled with Julius Abure, aiming to present a unified opposition against Peter Obi. Hello Nigerians, you're welcome back to this channel. You know, I'm beginning to see reason why popular Nollywood actor being Kenneth Okonkwo, who is a strong member of Labour Party and a staunch supporter of Peter Obi, made the statement he made. I made a video on that. Remember, Kenneth Okonkwo came out to say that he's actually tired of Labour Party, what they are doing with no plans at all, and that he can actually leave Labour Party one day to join any party, and he's not really now joining APC. Now I'm beginning to understand why he made such statements. Now, the news we had today was that Apapa faction of Labour Party has actually reconciled with Julius Abure, who is the national chairman of Labour Party, and the reason behind their reconciliation is to form a unified opposition to Mr. Peter Obi, who is the presidential candidate of the just concluded 2023 general election for the Labour Party. You see, the reason behind this particular move is what most obedience will not even understand. And I'm telling you the truth, as it stands now, I don't really understand the reason behind this move to fight against Peter Obi. And I'm telling you the truth. I don't know if this is coming from APC. You know, APC have actually formed the habit of manipulating other political parties, just the way they did to PDP. Now PDP is no longer a strong opposition to them. They have used Nyesom Wike and the rest of them to destabilize PDP. And I believe that is the same thing that they are trying to do to Labour Party, because they have seen that Peter Obi is a strong opposition to them come 2027 general election. Or is it because Peter Obi never accepted the national convention conducted by Julius Abure? The past national convention he conducted that was not acceptable, and Peter Obi never accepted that particular national convention. I don't know if that is the reason why they want to team up together to fight Peter Obi. But let's see what Rufai Oseni had to say about that. He actually made a tweet. I'm going to read that tweet for you. Now, Rufai Oseni wrote, apparently, wary of the leadership struggle between the Julius Abure-led Labour Party and his camp, the deputy national chairman, south of the Labour Party, Lamidi Apapa, has collapsed his faction and accepted Abure as the national chairman of the party. With this development, the leadership tussle between the two camps may have also been laid to rest. However, the Apapa's faction has stated that both factions reconciled to fight the presidential candidates of the party in the 2023 general election, Mr. Peter Obi, and the Nigerian Labour Congress. Now, I don't know where this is actually coming from. I'm telling you the truth. But it's important for obedience to know that this is what is actually happening in Labour Party as it stands now. Now look at what some Nigerians actually said because of that particular news. Now somebody said, there's no Labour Party without Peter Obi. So which unified opposition against Obi are they talking about? If Peter Obi leaves Labour Party today, Labour Party will go back to Labour market. And he's actually saying the truth, because Peter Obi was the man who made Labour Party to come to limelight. I'm telling you the truth. Labour Party was a very small political party and unknown to so many. But when Peter Obi joined Labour Party, they gained attention. Now another person said Peter Obi is bigger than Labour Party, and they know for Peter Obi, it's not about the party. If tomorrow he goes to CWO, people will follow him, and that's the truth. That's just exactly what the last person said. Peter Obi is bigger than Labour Party. In fact, Peter Obi is Labour Party. The Labour Party that we know today is all because of Peter Obi. Now, moving on from that. Now, let me tell you that Dele Farotimi actually launched his book titled Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System. Now, a lot of people have been reacting to this particular book. Dele Farotimi has been a very strong supporter of Peter Obi and an advocate of good governance. He's one of the persons that we still have in Nigeria that wants Nigeria to work and that is doing everything possible to see that Nigeria works. He is not like others who are after money or who are just showcasing their tribalistic bigotry. No, he wants Nigeria to actually work. Whichever person that is going to make Nigeria work, he stands by the person. That's why during the 2023 general election, he supported Peter Obi. Now, in Dele Farotimi's new book, he unleashed a blistering attack on the country's rotten justice system, exposing its entrenched corruption, systemic failures, and callous regard for human rights. And of course, we also saw how corrupt the judiciary is during the 2023 general election, how they played politics with the whole thing and declared Ahmed Bola Tinubu the winner of 2023 general election. And today, Nigerians are really suffering. I thank God we still have people like Dele Farotimi who can still come out to tell this particular government and the judiciary that what they are doing is not good, that Nigerians are really suffering. Now, I'm going to be showing you what some people say during the launch of that particular book. But before then, let's listen to Kate Henshaw. She has a message to pass. Let's listen to this masterpiece from Kate Henshaw. And when we come back, we wrap up the video.
Road to Rehoboth. What is the value of a Nigerian life, I ask? What are the costs and implications of being a citizen of this great nation? Yes, this nation is great. It can be great. Great in size, but not in stature. As a teenager, my parents could afford to give us the basic requirements. We went to good schools, at least I did, ate good meals at these schools, dressed well. These days, if you have a roof over your head, you have jet, you can at least afford 2 meals a day, you have a car, you are blessed. Reverend Jesse Jackson said, leadership is more than winning elections. It demands improving the welfare of the people. The federal government of Nigeria recently gave itself a pass mark on its first year. The jury is still out on that. An honest conversation with the average Nigerian will put it in perspective. As I went to have my pedicure, please nobody should call me elite, the other day, the ceaseless sound of the generator in the salon was hard to ignore. I initiated a conversation with the owner. Madam, how is business? She shrugged and said, Kate, the usual Nigerian parlance, we thank God. I asked her how many generators she had, and she replied, 3 in number. My mouth was open. How much diesel did she consume? 1,200 liters, and that's per day. She replied, and it barely lasted her the week. And that's what I said, see? However, the local tax collection agency would hound her to no end to pay dues despite the absence of an enabling environment. When she complains to them, they retort, our own are to collect government and complain. Chikena, Lobaton. Rehoboth means a place of enlargement and flourishing. It refers to the land of inheritance that only God can give and that the enemy cannot steal from you. Nigeria is that land which we and our children have been given as Nigerians to dwell in peace. Instead of our young people unemployed as spectators to the display of unimaginable affluence by our politicians, they soon will find other ways to earn their keep, and it will affect every single one of us. The road to Rehoboth is indeed in need of urgent repair and attention. The sooner we get cracking, the better it will be for us all.
Now, I believe you're listening to Kate Henshaw. The life of an average Nigeria is worth nothing to the politicians, to the elites in Nigeria, the political elites. The life of an average Nigeria is worthless to them. I'm telling you the truth, and that's why whenever they are doing what they are doing, they don't even care. Like yesterday, I made a video of a particular senator from Kogi State who came to Channels TV, and when someone of Channels TV was asking him if it is right for the senators to be riding on SUV of 160 million naira while his people are suffering. If you watch that video, you will see how insensitive the senator was. He actually said, a lot of things, but one striking thing is that they had to buy those SUVs because of bad road, the bad road that they caused in Nigeria. And that is to show you that these people, they don't even care about the poor masses. And that's why the Senate President, being Godswill Akpabio, came out to tell Nigerians that the life of Mr. President is worth more than the life of average Nigerian. Because of that, they have to buy him a new private jet. And that is what we are facing in this particular country. And this is for you to know that they don't care about you. And this is for you to be careful during the next general election. For you to vote people who care about the poor masses, who have interest in alleviating poverty. The poor masses are suffering, people are hungry. Now listen to what this woman had to say during the launch of Dele Farotimi's book. When they were launching that particular book, this woman made this statement. I want you to watch this video, and when we come back, we'll just wrap up the video.
This book, thank you once again for talking about it. You see, last one, it was just a reflection of everything that's gone wrong with Nigeria. But guess what? There are still patriots in this land. Young people who have been so exposed, they understand that the only difference between me and you is probably the name we bear. If any one of us were to run some DNA someday, sometime, the one who is shouting at me, you're a man. If you find that there's canary blood running in your veins, what will you do? So we need a bigger space, and we need to hold hands. people talk about regionalism, I do not think it's going to solve the problem, but that is from a personal point of view. We have great Nigerians who have been doing things forever. And until we break those shackles, the agents of states, they know. So they use two things. They use tribe and they use your religion. But unfortunately, if I go to the market and I sing the old national anthem, a basket of tomatoes, which is today about 175,000, will not be up 20,000 overnight. We all buy from the same market. My Yorubaness has not made a better country since February 25 last year. I don't want to talk about the people living here. I'm sure we have a lot of obedient people here in this room. It is not about where you come from, in the true sense of the word. But the truth about it is that those who continue to rape the destinies of our future, they understand. And they know their ranks are failing. And they know the day will come when people will say no more. So this book is particularly commendable. I think everyone should buy it and give it to your friends. Yoruba say that we can't all sleep and lay our heads and face the same direction. And the truth about it is that the diversity of our thoughts, the kernel of that can be woven into a strong fiber that's indestructible if only we realize that those who are our oppressors only use our religion and our tribe to keep us apart.
Now I believe you're listening to her. The bottom line is that we should put hands together, irrespective of tribe, irrespective of religion, irrespective of where we are coming from. We should put hands together to make Nigeria a better country, to make Nigeria work. Let's not listen to people who are, trying to divide this country due to their tribalistic or religious bigotry, just because of their selfish interests. But let's put hands together and put everything aside, put religion aside, put tribalism aside in order to make this country a better country. Anyway guys, I'll stop this video here and allow you to drop your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos. Thank you for watching.